Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. The one and only Sergio Martinez. At the middleweight limit, 160 pounds, he stands 5'8" tall, and his southpaw stance should cause a lot of problems. And he'll be facing the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185 centimeter reach.
Talk about hot seats in that.
They call him the Dark
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Missed him with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The courage on display here is incredible. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Martinez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I love that jab slip.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? Just misses with that jab. Done with that counter shot. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice defense with that jab. That uppercut doesn't get through. You know, pull it right there. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and... There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Nice defense on that left uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Defense blocking that right uppercut. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Martinez in that last round. You know that bell was... There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighters certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
And he scores with the counter. Good defense stopping that jab. Blocks the left uppercut. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight.
Maravilla is flat on his back. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Breathe when you're stepping about. Great round, now relax. Good man. Just saying it and make mistakes. Now you go back out there, switch back.
On to the fifth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Perfect counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Catch and shoot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Giving us a high-tempo show. This round's... Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about being in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Switched up. Get your mind back up.
Nice round. Good round. I like that, Samaki. Good work out there.
Back into the fight. You're much better.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can't score with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice defense with that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
His stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter lane, despite what the judges' scorecards. Did you see that? Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. And a round that seemed... Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. My goodness, I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Talk about Ben in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is... There's the bell to start round 8. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Hold it right there. Sergio Martinez is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counterpunch. Good defense to block the hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, and we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, The ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
A perfect counter lands. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Hard, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Sergio Martinez is dazed. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Maravilla in some trouble here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no loops. Did you see that? Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. We'll see how much endurance There's the bell for round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditions would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The Argentine, Martinez, is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The jab can't find a home. The stamina is off the charts. Sergio Martinez is dazed. The replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How do you feel about that split decision victory, Johnny?
A split decision, you know what, I feel sorry for the loser because heart and soul was laid out right there. Everything was left in the ring. There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work, we enjoyed the action. Split decision,